You want to get stronger, more athletic, and in better shape without setting foot in a gym? Well, congratulations, because you're about to discover 4 brutally effective bodyweight exercises that will transform your body with nothing but your own weight. That's right, no fancy machines, no expensive memberships, and definitely no excuses. Listen, bodyweight training is underrated. Everyone is obsessed with lifting weights. But let's be real, if you can't even handle your own body weight, what are you doing trying to deadlift 400 pounds? And before you think, oh, bodyweight exercises are too easy, let me stop you right there. Do them correctly and you'll be humbled. Trust me. So, stick around because these 4 simple exercises are about to change the way you train forever. Number 4, plank. The plank is one of those exercises that looks deceivingly simple, yet most people don't do it correctly. At first glance, it might seem like you're just holding a position, waiting for time to pass. But if that's how you see it, you're missing out on one of the most powerful exercises for building total body strength and stability. The plank is not just an abs exercise. It targets your core, lower back, shoulders, glutes, legs, and even your arms. If done correctly, it's one of the most effective movements for building endurance, improving posture, preventing back pain, and creating a strong, resilient body. Most people perform planks in the laziest way possible. If you can hold a plank for 3 minutes without feeling any real challenge, you're doing it wrong. The secret to making the plank work is full body tension. Every muscle should be engaged. Your glutes should be tight. Your abs should be braced as if preparing to take a punch, and your shoulders should be actively pushing into the ground. Instead of just hanging out in the position, you should be actively trying to pull your elbows toward your toes and your toes toward your elbows, even though your body doesn't actually move. This creates an insane amount of muscular activation and turns the plank into a full-on strength exercise instead of just a boring endurance test. The biggest mistake people make when planking is letting their hips sag. This completely negates the core activation and puts unnecessary strain on the lower back. On the other hand, raising the hips too high turns it into a rest position, making the exercise far less effective. The goal is to keep a straight, neutral spine, as if a rod were running from the top of your head down to your tailbone. A simple trick to check your form is recording yourself or doing it in front of a mirror. If your lower back is dipping, you're doing it wrong. Fixing this one mistake will instantly make your planks more effective and give you better results. But here's something you probably haven't heard before. Longer planks aren't always better. Holding a plank for 5 minutes might sound impressive, but at a certain point, you're just wasting time. A properly engaged plank should feel brutal after 20 to 30 seconds. Instead of focusing on time, focus on increasing the intensity. One way to do this is by trying the RKC plank, Russian Kettlebell Challenge plank. This variation involves tensing every muscle in your body as hard as possible. You'll feel an insane amount of core activation, and even 15 seconds of an RKC plank will leave you shaking. Another way to progress is by adding weight. Have someone place a plate on your upper back, and suddenly, your plank goes from easy to excruciating. Still think planks are too easy? Try these variations. The plank with leg lift forces your glutes and lower back to work overtime, making it a fantastic move for building posterior chain strength. The plank with arm lift challenges your core stability and shoulder control, improving your balance and coordination. Side planks shift the emphasis to your obliques, making them a great way to sculpt the sides of your waist while also protecting your lower back from injuries. And if you really want to take things up a notch, plank walkouts, where you slowly walk your hands forward while maintaining a stable core, will absolutely torch your abs and shoulders. But let's talk about why the plank is actually one of the most important exercises you can do. A strong core is essential for everything lifting heavier weights, running faster, improving athletic performance, and even just moving pain-free in daily life. Many people who struggle with back pain actually have weak core muscles. The plank helps stabilize the spine, protect the lower back, and improve overall movement efficiency. If your goal is to squat more, deadlift heavier, or simply prevent injuries, training your core with planks is non-negotiable. There's also a huge mental toughness component to planks. Holding an intense plank for a long duration forces you to develop grit, endurance, and resilience. Your mind will tell you to quit long before your body actually needs to. Pushing through that discomfort builds mental strength, which translates to every other area of your life, whether it's lifting, sports, or just handling everyday stress. Number 3, burpees. Burpees. The name alone sends shivers down the spine of anyone who has ever attempted them seriously. Love them or hate them, there's no denying that burpees are one of the most effective and brutal bodyweight exercises out there. They burn fat, build strength, and skyrocket your endurance all at once, which is precisely why they're a staple in military training, CrossFit, and elite athletic conditioning. If you've been avoiding burpees, you're cheating yourself out of one of the best full-body workouts available. But if you're already doing them, there's a good chance you're not doing them as effectively as you could. So, what makes burpees so powerful? First, let's break down the movement. It's essentially a combination of a squat, a plank, a push-up, and an explosive jump, all performed in one fluid motion. That means you're activating nearly every major muscle group in your body: legs, glutes, core, chest, shoulders, and arms, while also getting your heart rate through the roof. In just a few reps, you'll feel your lungs screaming and your muscles burning, which is exactly why burpees are a go-to move for fat loss and cardiovascular conditioning. One of the biggest mistakes people make with burpees is turning them into a slow, sloppy mess. If you're taking too much time between each rep, you're not getting the real benefits of the exercise. Burpees should be explosive, fast, and relentless. The goal is to get down, hit the floor, and pop back up as quickly as possible while maintaining proper form. If your burpees feel comfortable, you're doing them wrong. They should leave you breathless, drenched in sweat, and questioning your life choices by the end of each set. But let's address the elephant in the room: burpees suck. They're exhausting. They make you feel slow and clumsy, and they push you to your absolute limit. That's exactly why most people avoid them. The truth is, burpees expose your weaknesses. They highlight poor mobility, lack of endurance, and overall conditioning. If you struggle with burpees, it's a clear sign that you need them. Here's the hard truth. If you can't do at least 10 burpees in a row without feeling like you're dying, your conditioning needs serious work. In fact, fitness experts often use burpees as a test of athleticism, because if you can do them efficiently, you're in excellent shape. If you can't, well, there's work to be done. Another mistake? Not using the right progression. Many beginners try to jump straight into full burpees and end up quitting because they feel too difficult. Instead, start with scale variations. A good approach is to begin with step-back burpees, where instead of jumping into a plank, you step one foot back at a time. Then, progress to burpees without the push-up, and finally, move into full explosive burpees. This way, your body adapts without feeling overwhelmed. Now, let's talk efficiency. If you want to make burpees more effective, stop pacing yourself like you're in a marathon. Instead, use them in high-intensity intervals. Do 30 seconds of burpees as fast as possible, followed by 30 seconds of rest. Repeat for 5 to 10 rounds and watch your endurance skyrocket. You can also combine burpees with other exercises for an even more brutal workout. Try doing burpees and pull-ups back-to-back, or burpees followed by kettlebell swings. Your body won't know what hit it. But the real magic of burpees goes beyond just fitness. This exercise builds something far more important: mental toughness. Burpees are miserable. They push you to a place of discomfort that few other exercises can. But if you can push through burpees, you can push through anything. They train your mind to keep going even when your body wants to quit. That's why elite athletes, military personnel, and top-level fighters swear by them, because they don't just train your body, they train your willpower. Want to level up your burpees? Here are a few brutal variations. Burpee box jumps. Instead of just jumping up, explode onto a box for extra lower body power. Burpee pull-ups. Do a burpee, then jump straight into a pull-up. This one is a killer. Lateral burpees. Jump sideways after each burpee to challenge your coordination. One-arm burpees. If you really want to test your strength, try doing burpees on just one arm. No matter how you approach them, burpees will make you stronger, faster, and mentally tougher. If you're serious about fitness, there's no excuse to skip them. They require zero equipment, can be done anywhere, and deliver insane results when done correctly. So stop making excuses, drop to the floor, and start cranking out burpees. Your future self will thank you. You're enjoying the video, leave your comment, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, click the subscribe button. Number 2, push UPS. They're everywhere. From gym warm-ups to military training to punishment in sports teams. But here's the truth. Most people are doing them wrong. And even worse, most people aren't taking full advantage of what this simple exercise can actually do. If you think push-ups are just for beginners, you've been lied to. Push-ups are one of the most powerful bodyweight exercises out there. And if you know how to use them right, they can turn your upper body into a chiseled machine without ever touching a dumbbell. Let's be honest. When you think about building a massive chest, strong shoulders, and powerful arms, your mind probably jumps to bench press or heavy dumbbells. But here's something most lifters won't admit. Push-ups can build just as much strength and size if you do them right. The difference between an average push-up and a truly effective one is in the details. And those details, they make all the difference. The biggest mistake people make with push-ups is rushing through them. If you're cranking out reps as fast as possible, you're wasting your time. The goal isn't to just count reps, it's to maximize muscle tension. Instead of bouncing up and down like a hyperactive squirrel, slow down. Focus on lowering your body with control, pausing for a second at the bottom, and then exploding back up with power. This method increases muscle engagement, making every rep count. Now, let's talk form, because bad form kills results. If your lower back is sagging, your hips are too high, or your elbows are flaring out, you're not just limiting your gains, you're risking injury. The correct push-up form? Keep your core tight, your glutes engaged, and your elbows at about a 45-degree angle. Your entire body should move as one solid unit, not like a worm flopping around. Think push-ups are too easy? You're not challenging yourself enough. The real power of push-ups is in their progressions. Once regular push-ups feel comfortable, it's time to level up. Start adding variations to target different muscle groups and force your body to adapt. Here are a few game changers. Diamond push UPS. These torch your triceps and inner chest, making them look more defined. Archer push UPS. Increase unilateral strength by forcing one arm to do most of the work. Clap push UPS. Explosive power at its finest. If you want fast twitch muscle development, this is your move. One arm push UPS. The ultimate test of full body strength and control. If you can master these, you've earned bragging rights. Feet elevated push UPS. More emphasis on the upper chest and shoulders, making them a solid alternative to incline bench press. Weighted push UPS. Throw on a backpack, use a weight plate, or have someone add resistance to your back. This mimics the effect of heavy pressing movements. But let's address a common myth. Push-ups don't build muscle. That's pure nonsense. The key to muscle growth is progressive overload, not the exercise itself. If you're increasing the difficulty over time, adding reps, resistance, or harder variations, your muscles will grow. Here's an example of a push-up strength progression. Week 1, 3 sets of 15 regular push-ups. Week 2, 3 sets of 20 push-ups. Week 3, 3 sets of 15 diamond push-ups. Week 4, 3 sets of 12 feet elevated push-ups. Week 5, 3 sets of 10 weighted push-ups. See what's happening? Each week, the challenge increases, and that's how you keep progressing. Still not convinced that push-ups can make you stupid strong? Let's look at gymnastics training. Elite gymnasts perform countless push-up variations, from planche push-ups to explosive plyometric moves, and their upper body strength is unmatched. They're living proof that bodyweight training, when done correctly, builds insane muscle mass and power. Another hidden benefit of push-ups? Core activation. Unlike the bench press, where your back is supported, push-ups force your abs, lower back, and obliques to engage the entire time. That means every rep is giving you free core training, while still targeting your chest, shoulders, and arms. It's efficiency at its finest. Number 1, lunges. Lunges. The exercise that everyone underestimates, yet it holds the power to transform your lower body strength, balance, and coordination like no other. If you've been skipping lunges in your workouts, you're making a massive mistake, and it's time to fix that. Lunges aren't just about burning your legs. They're about building muscle, increasing flexibility, and making you a better athlete in every possible way. Let's be real. Squats get all the hype, but lunges? Lunges expose your weaknesses brutally. They require control, unilateral strength, and the ability to stabilize your entire body on one leg at a time. If you want legs that look strong, balanced, and powerful, lunges should be non-negotiable in your training. Most people avoid lunges for one reason: they hurt. But that's exactly why they're so effective. Unlike squats, which allow both legs to share the load, lunges force each leg to work independently, which exposes imbalances. Got one leg that's weaker than the other? Lunges will show you in seconds. That's why they're critical for fixing muscular imbalances and preventing injuries. But here's the thing, most people are doing lunges all wrong. They step forward, wobble, rush through reps, and then wonder why their knees hurt. Bad form is killing your progress, and if you don't fix it, you're just wasting time. Here's how to do them right. Step forward or backward with control. Your front foot should land flat, and your back foot should stay balanced on the toes. Lower your body straight down. Not forward, your front knee should stay behind your toes, and your back knee should drop close to the ground. Push through your front heel to rise back up. If you're pushing through your toes, you're putting unnecessary stress on your knees instead of targeting the glutes and quads. Keep your core engaged. A weak core leads to poor balance, and poor balance means sloppy lunges. Mastering lunges isn't just about looking good, it's about building strength that carries over to real life. Think about it. Every time you climb stairs, run, or even just get up from a chair, you're mimicking the lunge movement. Strengthening this pattern makes daily activities easier, reducing the risk of falls and injuries, especially as you age. Now, if you think lunges are too easy, you're simply not doing them right, or you're not challenging yourself enough. Time to level up. Reverse lunges. Easier on the knees and better for engaging the glutes. If forward lunges hurt, start here. Walking lunges, more dynamic, forces greater balance and control and increases the burn in your legs. Deficit lunges. Stepping off a platform increases the range of motion, which means more muscle activation. Bulgarian split squats, a brutal variation that overloads each leg separately, skyrocketing your lower body strength. Jumping lunges. If you want explosive power and cardio endurance, this is the variation for you. Still not convinced that lunges should be a staple in your workouts? Let's talk muscle activation. Lunges target multiple muscles at once: quads, hamstrings, glutes, calves, and core, all working together to stabilize and move your body efficiently. That's why lunges burn like hell. They're making everything work at once. And if fat loss is your goal, lunges are your secret weapon. Big compound movements like lunges burn way more calories than isolated exercises because they recruit more muscle fibers. Want to burn fat faster and build lean muscle at the same time? Do more lunges. Let's break it down into a killer lunge workout that will leave your legs shaking. Walking lunges. 3 sets of 12 reps, each leg. Bulgarian split squats. 3 sets of 10 reps, each leg. Jumping lunges. 3 sets of 15 reps total. Weighted reverse lunges. 3 sets of 10 reps, each leg. By the time you finish that, your legs will feel like they've been set on fire in the best way possible. But here's the biggest mistake people make with lunges. They don't train them consistently. Lunges are a high-skill movement that requires practice, coordination, and control. If you only do them once in a while, you'll never get good at them. The key to lunging like a pro? Do them often, at least twice a week. If you're serious about building strength, muscle, and athleticism, lunges need to be in your program. No excuses. They improve leg size, core stability, balance, coordination, and endurance all in one movement. So stop ignoring lunges. Embrace the pain, because every rep is building a stronger, more powerful version of you. You liked the video? Leave your comment, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, click the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.